Hello, everyone. I'm here today with Justine Standaert of Justine Jewelry, and I'm so excited to be here with you, Justine, to talk about Marie Forleo's B School. So thank you so much for being here with me today.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me.
Yay! So tell me a little bit, before we get started, tell me a little bit about your business and kind of what you do.
Well, I run a small jewelry business together with my husband. Um, we design and we still make everything ourselves, but we started about five years ago to sell online. And in the beginning, we focused on eco-friendly and recycled materials to make everything. And we kind of started to follow suggestions of the customers,
Right.
and it turned into natural materials such as acai beads and bottle caps that we recycle and turn into funky jewelry, and also recycled glass. Um, and well, it just grew and grew. In the beginning, it was just me, and then my husband stepped in when my first son was born, and then I noticed that we could handle a lot more work, and we just grew more. And so now we have another girl helping us out. Now it's three of us,
Awesome.
and yeah, it's I love it. I'm completely in love with our life because we can um, be at home, work at home, and I have two kids that we can spend lots of time with them,
Awesome.
and that's just amazing. I just love it.
That is amazing. And I know it's amazing for a lot of the mothers out there who want to have a business at home or an online business, trying to create something where they can spend a lot of time with their children, because there's always this sort of dichotomy between the two things, right?
Exactly.
So, tell me a little bit more. What was your business like before you took B School?
Well, as I said, we had lots of work, and it was just chaos. I mean, orders were coming in, we had no idea what to do first, what to do next. And we just all jumped in the studio to make everything, and then everything else was on pause. But there were so many things going on at the same time, and I had no idea what to do first, what to do next, what to. It was chaos, pretty much. So, yeah.
So, chaos. Chaos. I've experienced that feeling before. I get it. So you talked a lot about marketing just a moment ago. So tell me a little bit more about some of the other things about B School that you really liked.
I liked the way they explained profit clarity. That helped a lot, and also how to run a website.
Yeah,
Like, it's completely different than running a shop, I think.
absolutely.
So yeah, and overall, just they taught me how to communicate with my customers and with um, people in general
Right,
about business.
right.
Yeah.
So now you talk a lot about communication and like in your marketing and stuff like that. So why don't you tell me about some of like the specific results that you saw after you changed and kind of started working with some of the B School principles, especially like and specifically for your jewelry business.
Well, suddenly everybody started to uh, congratulate me on my business and how it was growing. And I was wondering how they knew I was growing, because I was like, I thought they don't have my numbers,
Right,
so they don't know that I'm selling more. But it was just, I think it was just about how I was communicating, what
right,
I was doing, and the way I was showing the world, like, this is a professional business, and
right.
this is what we do, and this is what we stand for. And that completely different everybody's perception of what we were doing. It was amazing. I was that happened pretty fast after the 8 weeks of B school.
That's amazing. And so, like, you did see significant. It sounds like it's like you saw a significant spike in sales and a lot of growth for your company, and people started to notice by the way that you were communicating. That's so cool.
Yeah,
I
that
love
was
it.
really cool. Shortly, shortly. Well, actually, I think B school hadn't finished yet, but we started to sell 4 times more
Wow.
than we did before, and like in general, my email lists doubled. I think
Wow.
before
Before
B
the
school
course even
ended.
even
Yeah,
finished,
yeah,
it doubled.
exactly. It
That's
doubled.
amazing.
That was great. And as well, like people were starting to leave comments on the blog, and my newsletters got a 70% opening rate, I think,
Wow.
during B school. I was very surprised.
That's a
Then
really high conversion. Do you realize that?
yeah,
That's
that
huge.
that was huge. Exactly. It was great. Well, it still is.
It still is great. You're like, it's still happening. That's amazing. So would you recommend B School to other jewelry designers who are on the fence? And if so, why?
Absolutely. Actually, I constantly tell people, if they're telling me what they're doing and I see like the same situation I was in,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you should do B school. Have you ever
Yeah.
heard of B school? You should really do that. So all the time I recommend it to lots of people I that talk to me. Um, it's just, I think B school is something you can't really learn in school. You know what I
Right.
mean? I studied jewelry design, but I have, like, nobody's going to teach you how to run an online business. You can get, like, all over the internet bits and pieces and try to figure it out. But in the end, it's so much work. You're not sure if it's all going to work.
Right.
And B school, you just have the complete package of everything you need, and everything is covered, and you don't have to worry. I can just go, if I'm wondering how to do this or that, I just go back to my classes and see how I can change things again
Right.
to make it work. So that's for me just it's a blueprint for an online business. And the thing that you can every year you can do it again. So like
Amazing.
last year I feel that I like got my business on the next level, and this year I just want to do it for the next step. So you get everything organized during 8 weeks and you work on your business, and it's amazing. You can just do it every year for the next step. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it to jewelry designers and people who want to work in general online. It's the course to take.
It's the course to take. I love it. I love hearing that. And I retake B School every year it comes out because it helps me with my marketing as well. I had
Mm-hmm.
some similar results when I took it the first time, and continue, of course, over the
Uh-huh.
years. So I wanted to ask you, is there anything else that you'd like to add that you particularly loved about B School, or any other insights that you have about it?
Probably, well, when I took B school for the first time, I was 5 months pregnant.
Wow.
And yeah, so I thought, I was really wondering if I was gonna get results before the baby was due. So I was really, really nervous about it.
I bet.
But I I really put in the hours as well. It's not something you just like, it's not gonna happen on its own, of course. You
Right.
just have to put in the work. But I definitely got results before the baby came, and then after the baby, I just started where I had left off, and I would like I would definitely recommend it to mothers in general, because you can take the courses whenever you have time, and so yeah,
And I feel like a lot of mothers are trying to start up online at-home businesses because they
yeah,
do have, um, they want to be home with their kids, which I think is a really
exactly,
important value that a lot of people share. I'm
yeah,
not a mother, but I can only imagine, like, if I was, I would definitely want to be home with my kids.
mm, exactly. So I put the kids to bed, and then I would go to B school, and it's so much fun. It's not boring at all. So
Yeah.
I was waiting for my hour of B school,
I know.
because marketing things. I always thought it was boring, and it's not. It's so
It's
exciting
so
when
fun.
Marie talks about it. It's so much fun.
So
So
fun.
it's just so much fun, and it makes your business grow. So absolutely, I would definitely tell everybody to
That's
do this.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Justine, thank you so much for being with me today and talking about your experience. It's so great to hear it and just to see and watch how much you've grown over the past year since we met for the first time. So thanks again for being here. And and if you guys want to check out Justine, you can check out her line. It's justinejustine.com, right? Is that your website?
.com.mx.
.com.mx. Okay. We'll have the link below too, so you guys can check out her line and kind of see how she's growing. Thanks again for being here, honey, and have a great day.
Welcome. Thank you.
Yes.